Hello, dear colleagues, attendees, panelists. I'm welcoming you to a new session in the Mega Online course. Today is the Fluid Stewardship. This lecture is going to be moderated by Professor Dr. Ahmed Mady, who is an ICU consultant and director of critical care and training internship programs, King Saudi Medical City, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So now I'm passing the mic for Professor Dr. Ahmed Mady.
Thank you so much, Dr. Huda. I'd like actually to thank the figure of the education now worldwide, Dr. Saad. Really, I enjoying a lot, and I honor to be with you in this session. And all my colleagues, Prof. Kumar, Dr. Muhammad, Dr. Miraj, Dr. Hazim Yassin, also with us. And I hope Dr. Yassin will be good. Can I say, I'm just coming back to the MEGA activity and honored to moderate one of the best session, and I think one from the very hot topic worldwide nowadays. Let me share some introduction about the my talk today. My screen's okay? Yes. Dr. Huda, can I continue?
Okay. Yes, we can see yes, we can see the slideshow.
Okay. Thank you so much. Great thanks for all attendees, either online, live, or in the broadcast on the Facebook or whatever, or YouTube. I'd like to welcome all of you. I will just go through some of the introduction about the debate I will moderate. The debate on, is it for isotonic solution, which is best now to be used, normal saline or a balanced solution? Is it really matter or not? Let me take you through the what I do like some introduction about. All of us knows our critical air patients, mostly most of them hypertension and need some of the restriction of the fluids. The optimal choice for the fluid of critical air patients still controversial, despite most of us have the trend to use normal saline. The question now coming here, is it reasonable to use normal saline, or what we have another balanced saline would be more reasonable and without side effects? This is the question need to be. I do like actually the title of the debate, which is the stewardship. All of us know that stewardship, it is for antibiotics, but do we have a stewardship for IV fluids? Yes, because we know as well that inappropriate therapy with antibiotics have a lot of worse outcome, like mortality, like length of stay. It is the same like fluids. When you have higher fluids or inappropriate fluids, you have a lot of side effects, acidosis, acute kidney injury, or even higher mortality. This is stewardship. So what fluids you will give, the type of the fluids, it looks like a drug. Is it crystalloid? It is colloid? It is synthetic? It is natural? It is balanced? It is intravenous? This is the type of the fluids. How we decided? Decide about what the fluids given, the type of the fluid based on the composition of the fluid consists of what, and the clinical situation you have, plus why you are giving the fluids. The last question is very important to answer it, which is we are giving a fluid for ICU patient for 4 reasons or 4 indications. The first one, which is our debate today, resuscitations in shock patient. The second one is maintenance, which all of us knows, the 111525 of the water, and replacement, you are replacing the patient loss, and nutritionals. We will focus today about resuscitation of the fluids. Where does our fluids goes if you give it to the fluid, to the patient? It depends on the osmolality of the fluids you are giving and the tonicity, which is the effective osmolarity. For example, if you are giving, for example, the effective is more like normal saline or chloride, they are increasing the plasma tonicity. Keeping the water extracellular, it is the main effect of the effective osmoles, like sodium or chloride. Another osmoles, which doesn't have this effect, it will shift the water inside intracellular. So what we need to keep the water intravascular intracellular. All of us know the total body water is formed of 2/3 of that in the intracellular and 1/3 extracellular. And this 1/3 of the extracellular, the 3/4 of those extracellular in the interstitial. What we have fourth of this extracellular, which usually in adult patient 5 liters. This is the normal. If you are infusing your patient 1 liter of isotonic fluids of isotonic, you can imagine only 25% of these fluids will stay inside the circulation, and 75% will stay in the extracellular, nothing in the intracellular. On the opposite, if you're giving free water like glucose, only 10% will be in the intravascular. For example, you are giving glucose, there is this space, only 10%, 80 ml will stay 1 liter in the side circulation. Crystalloids, 25 to 250 stay in the side circulation. Of course, colloids, it will be all stay for the volume expansion. So don't feel bad when I'm saying this is a study done by Manuel Brain in Belgium, in Brussels, to see how the doctors and nurses knows about the fluids. Its results came 23% of the physicians knows their drugs, and 50% of the nurses. But let me check with you now. How did you know about the fluids? Let us have this question. You can answer in the chat room, please. The normal saline component of the normal saline, which is 0.9% normal saline. Is it A, with molarity 302, 8, sodium 154, no potassium, chloride 154 or buffer, or B or C or D or E? So you can select, and you can answer in the chat room if you never mind. Yeah, I have now response. Is it A or B or C or D or E? Component of normal saline. Yes, please go on, go on. Yes. Oh, Manalist is answering. Attendees, please, I want just to know what you know about that. Yes, I can see most of you answering right. Yes, it is A. Great. But let us have your awareness about the Ringer's lactate. Is it osmolarity 273 with sodium 130, potassium nil, chloride 109, and no buffer, or 273 with lactate buffer, or 308 osmolarity with the components and the acetate, or D or E? You can take a look and answer. Now for Ringer's lactate. I want attendees, please. You can contribute, you can share with us. Oh, I have different answers now between A, B, and E. Still going with E, most of you. Okay, let us see. Osmolarity 273, sodium 130, potassium 4, chloride 109, lactate. I think one of the, let us say, not commonly used in our countries here in Arab, which is plasmolite. I don't know in India they are using or not. We'll know now from our guest speaker that plasmolite. Let us answer. Is it osmolarity 294 and sodium content 154, potassium 5, chloride 98, buffer acetate, or B, C, D, and E? I'm waiting for your answer. Plasmolite being used, very good. Thank you, Prof. You are using in India. I think now it's coming sooner in Arab countries also. A, C, A. I don't have group answer for the right one. Most of you going with A. Of course, our panelists answering right. I want the attendees, please. Okay, let us see. Yes, it is D. It is 294 osmolarity with sodium 140 and the potassium 5, chloride 98. Right? And by the way, this is the most physiological crystalloids we are using. I have the last question now before I start my debates. And this question, by the way, it will be like a panel or the judge of our debating. I want to know from you, how what is the most common fluid you are using in the resuscitation of shock patient? I hope Bolz is working. Let me see if Bolz is working or not. If you still not working. Okay, no, let me try this one. You see, forget about what is written in this poll. Just click. Number 1 is A, number 2 is B, number 3 is C. A, B, C. Forget about what is written in that one. The question is, what is the most common fluid are you using in resuscitation of shock patient? Please, I want a huge answer. Again, forget about the word in the polls. Just tell me. Number 1 is the normal saline. Number 2 is the Ringer's lactate. Number 3 is the basmolite. No 4, boss. Who answered 4? We don't have 4 here. Either 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I just want to share with you to know how frequent you are using the fluids. Still, I want more responder, please. More responder, please. I will give just 5 seconds more. Okay. Let us share the result with you. Now we have 70% with normal saline and 10% only with Ringer lactate and another 10% with the plasmolite. I think this question is crucial for my debaters.